fly high, no lie. You know this. Pull it.
And with all that being said, I've decided to continue my athletic and academic career at the Stanford University.
Yes, sir.
Network, it means everything to me. Back when I didn't have all these offers, maybe like one or two, he was always promoting me, trying to get me on the radar, this guy, you need to look out for him. It really means, the world to me. Bacon, he's been there, like I said, since I've been small. Always shouting me out and always just trying to put me on, just give me notice more than I really appreciate Bacon.
I mean, shoot, I was the new kid. Faison kind of was with the Ducks for a little minute. So my first year, of course, he had all the hype. He was probably by like 6'2" at 12. He was a mutant. I ain't gonna lie to you. He was a mutant. But I mean, from then you could see just the potential he had. I mean, I'm not surprised he's the number one quarterback. If you would have seen him in youth ball, you would have thought he was the number one quarterback in that class back then. So I mean, like going against him kind of like prepared you already for like what high school was. I mean, he looked like a high school quarterback around that time. So I mean, like trash talking with him. He's more quiet though. I will say that he don't talk that much trash. But I mean, like trash talking with him, going out there and hitting drills with Faison. I mean, that kind of like just builds you ready. I mean, hopefully I play against him at college. I would love it.
As y'all know, this is the Sizzling News Podcast. What's going on, everybody, man? Welcome back to the Sizzling News Podcast. Hope everybody's having a great Monday. Hold on one second. Thing is looking crazy. There we go. Can y'all see me? That looks a lot better. What's going on, y'all, man? Welcome back to Sizzling News Podcast, man. We got a lot in store for you guys for today. Happy Monday. A lot to talk about on the sports world. High school. We got college. We got a little bit of everything, man. So we're going to break, obviously, all of that down and give you guys the latest and greatest of what's going on in the sports, man. But can I do this without my co-host? So we're going to bring on Offseason Bacon and Bacon Network. Some breaking news we're going to react to here in just a second and talk all things college football and high school football. What's going on, Bacon?
What's happening, everybody? How you doing, brother, man?
I'm doing all right, man. How you doing?
I'm good, man. A lot of news happening today. The biggest thing that I seen is probably Coach Nibbler resigning, man. So we're going to get into that, give our opinions, man. So blow up the chat. If you got any question for the guys, man, you know where to go. Chat is live.
Chat is live. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. You get at Bacon Network on all platforms. Get at me at Najeh Work on all platforms. But before we begin the show and we get into the breaking news, we will bring on our sponsor segment, Empowered for Life, to bring in these breaking news. Y'all stay tuned. Give us just one moment.
Hey, are you an athlete that needs some help in recruiting and wants to get out there, get some exposure, and be tapped in and aligned with college coaches from NAI to D2, HBCU, all the way to the D1 level? Well, look no further, man. Tap into a powerful life where you could become a part of the family and get empowered, poured into mentally, physically, and spiritually on and off the court. Hit that link below and tap in and get some exposure and be empowered for life.
Yeah, I heard it, man. Get empowered for life, man. Everything is linked below. I'm sure Bacon's going to have it right down below here in just a second, how you can get signed up and all that good stuff, man. But could not do it without Empowered for Life. Contact http://e4lifeathletes.com/contact. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and get sponsored. And if you want to be our breaking news sponsor, y'all know what to do, man. Y'all hit us in DM on all our platforms. But Bacon, I got an update for you, brother. I got an update for you. Hold on, let me pull it up.
Oh, good. Well, you pulling that up, man. If you ain't got no offers, man, Empowered for Life is where to go. You were 2026, you were seeing, you're like, man, I don't know where to go. Hit that link, man. It's simple as that.
Period, man. You know where to go. All right, man. So, Bacon, two things I want you to react to. So, breaking news. So, he obviously resigned from Gainesville. There's more to the meat to the bone here, that I want to talk about, Bacon. But we also have a small development as well. So, I'm going to pull up this development, and I think you've probably seen it, Bacon. And I think it's pretty interesting, to say the least. And I think it's big for Niblet. But here is the big breaking news right here for Niblet. Per QB Marcus. Coach Niblet is joining Coach Prime in Colorado as the tight end coach. So what is your reaction? He resigns from Gainesville, and now he is going to be probably the new Colorado head coach. Now, mind you, he did fly out there last summer, and him and Coach Prime was talking. It felt like, he was going to, kind of be on the fence there and kind of potentially leave, but then he shot it all down, did this season with Gainesville. We know how that went. So much went on with GHSA. But what is your reaction to all that news?
Man, I don't really know. I mean, you just got to follow the tea leaves. Last year really told it all. I really had forgot about it until Marcus broke that news. Shout out to Marcus for doing a great job at reporting, man, being an insider in the sport. But I mean, it's always a good move when you go up the ranks, you go to college, you go out there with Coach Prime. Obviously, they have a good relationship. So, you know what I mean? If we see a couple games where players flip to go out, you know what I'm saying, go out west, it wouldn't be a surprising thing to see. But, you know what I mean? Shout out Coach Niblett. I knew it had to be. I really didn't know what it was. I mean, when I saw the first headline, but we'd like to see it, man. Go Buffs.
Hold on 1 second. Let me send this. Hold on.
Tight end coach. I didn't know Coach Niblett was a former tight end, though. That's news to me.
Well, I know his son did actually play tight end as well. So
Okay.
when you put that together, that actually does make a lot of sense.
Mm.
Well, I don't see this.
No, Coach Niblett brings a lot of energy. Definitely real passionate. Definitely's got a great knowledge of the game. I mean, so it definitely be an asset everywhere he's been. Before Hoover, at Hoover made his name, replacing Coach Prost, Gainesville, 2 state championship appearances. Now going to Boulder with Coach Prime, man.
I think before that back into that news, I was like, okay, well, maybe he goes back to Alabama. Maybe he goes to another high school in Georgia for Coach Niblett. But obviously, with him breaking that news, it makes sense. I think Niblett got to a point like, the high school ranks is good. I've won 7 state championships in Alabama. Then I went to Georgia. I went to 2 state championships. We didn't finish the deal. But then everything I just had to deal with my kids, with the GHSA and, obviously us having to go through that whole debacle, I guess you could say, to a degree, it's probably like, yeah, I'm good. Like, there's another opportunity for me. I can continue to move up. And I can get on, like you said, on a bigger scale. And I think, like you said, Bacon, if you read the tea leaves, you kind of knew that this was in the ranks and this was going to potentially happen, man. So I'm happy for him. I think it's a good move overall, regardless of what happens, if he's there for a couple years or 1 or 2 years, it doesn't matter. I think it's big for Coach Niblett just to get that opportunity. He's a good coach. He takes it serious. He's passionate, and he's the kind of fiery guy that Coach Prime needs, in my humble opinion. So I think this is great news for him, and just trying to continue to move up.
Nah, facts. Now the question is how good. I mean, I think he's going to be a phenomenal recruiter. Obviously going to be Georgia and Alabama because they're always moving players from Alabama every year. So the question mark for Coach Prime has been like, man, can he consistently get guys out of Alabama and Georgia? Do you think this single move solved that problem?
I think it will definitely help. He has a lot of relationships for sure, and you go back to the kids he's coached. I think it should help him get more players. I think Coach Brown's been doing a decent job of getting Georgia players. You look at Juju, you look at Rodney Colton, you look at the Alexander brothers. They're initially kind of from Georgia before going down to IMG Academy in Florida. I think he's done a pretty stellar job, if I had to be humble. Yeah, so I think he would be. Now, I ain't going to say they're going to get a whole bunch of 5- and 4-star recruits. I think a lot of that has to do with how well Coach Prime and them can perform and moving up. But I think with them winning more and Niblett's in that conversation, I definitely think they should be able to land a couple blue chip prospects to come over there.
Next year, not this year. I think it's over with. Well, they've already signed. It's late signing day.
Yeah, you're not going to find too many, maybe a 3 or 4-star here, but a lot of it's pretty much wrapped up because these coaches now, they want you on campus in the spring.
Facts. Yeah, good point.
So probably find like a couple little gems, but with Coach Prime, man, he's trying to add in the portal.
Well said, brother.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the big breaking news, man. Me and Bacon, that's our reaction to Coach Niblett officially moving to Colorado. Again, I think we both like the move. I thought this was going to be just a podcast where we go and react to him resigning, but now that he has a new job, potentially for QB Marcus, it makes a lot of sense, man. So happy for Coach Niblett. Great guy. Always gave me great interactions, man. So no complaints there. Good luck to him.
100%, man. Top flight program, man. Top player. Now you might as well just go ahead and drop that video now. Huh?
I know, right? Because he's not even there no more. And
Might as well
then
drop
Michael in Mississippi.
Might as well
Yeah,
drop it.
facts.
That's what I'm saying.
Might
No
well drop
Patreon.
Facts. No Patreon. Like, hey, he ain't lying. He ain't lying.
I be started something, man. Hey, my boy
Yeah.
froze, man. So if you
Facts.
want to see the
I'm
behind the
with you there, bro.
scenes to the locker room in Gainesville, we're gonna drop a Patreon link. You know what I mean? Tune in if you want to see that behind the scenes of what Gainesville had going on. It's continuously building at the Red Elephant Stadium and program. Yes, sir.
There you have it. Great feeling by you, brother. So I'm gonna share this tab. I got a little inside Bacon on Joshua Scott. Now this is a player, Bacon, you've been telling me about for the longest, brother. A player that's underrated, needs to be talked about more. Had another productive season, with Stockbridge. I know they lost in the first round. Played a tough team in Blessed Trinity, but I thought he's been stellar. 60 touchdowns, just 7 interceptions in his career, over 4,500 yards passing. He's been dynamite. Did it again this year, and he just picked up NC State. And I have to confirm, but I think his little brother or his older brother plays for NC State. I don't know if they related. Jaden Duke Scott. I think that might be his brother. I have to find out for certain. But one of the schools that offered him said NC State is definitely one of my top schools on my list. So I think obviously Bacon that was massive for him. Here's a little bit more insight, obviously, into the offer. Bringing this up here. Remember, y'all are watching the home, and y'all can always subscribe to the Substack, man. I'll be doing recruiting stories, all kind of stuff for the kids, man. Let's see. He said, I'm extremely excited and grateful to receive the offer from NC State. It meant a lot to me because of the level of the program. It's a proud moment for me and my family. The conversation went really well. It was very positive. We talked about my development as a quarterback and athlete and what they expect from their players. He said it was offered by Coach Gobble from NC State coaching staff. He says he definitely plans on taking a spring visit. I'm currently working on dates with my family and the coaching staff, but I'm hoping to get up there sometime this spring. NC State is definitely one of my top schools on the list. Bacon, what is your reaction to that?
Man, I'm just happy to see, Josh get some love, man. NC State's a big time offer for him to kick and play. People will say, man, he is short, he's too short. But if you watch his film, you watch what we did at Stockbridge, back to back good seasons. Was a Under Armour All-American 8th grade edition. So he's got an extensive resume. I believe the kid's a baller, dual threat quarterback, run outside the pocket, throw it on the run, make plays, improvise, a leader of his team in Stockbridge. They respect him. It's no surprise. I'm sure more is coming. NC State is a good program. Look what they got going on now with the quarterback. What remind me of his name, Naj?
CJ Bailey.
Yep.
CJ Bailey. Yep.
CJ Bailey, man, is looking like it's gonna be a lottery pick. I know I'm talking basketball terms, but I'm just happy for Josh, man. Well deserved. Kid's a baller.
Yes, he is. There it is, man. One of the top schools currently right now. We know recruiting is about to heat up. As you guys all know, with everything coming up, the junior days, the spring visits, the 7-on-7s, recruiters finna take that next jump, man. So, hey, we make sure you keep it locked here. Me and Bacon will be covering recruiting in the high school football off season. We will be covering 7-on-7s as well and all the latest there, man. So remember, we got y'all as far as both. That's kind of how our off-season coverage look. Probably predominantly be me and Bacon, but we're gonna keep y'all locked and tuned in. And then for the season, we might get the crew back. We'll see what happens.
And we already broke news. You know what I mean? We already broke news this weekend.
Oh, facts, Bacon. Yes, we did. We did break news this weekend, 100%. From a player from Canada coming to transfer to Mount Bethel. 100% right, Bacon.
Man. Staying locked in, my friend.
For sure. All right, Bacon, got another one for you. Want to get your reaction to this. I think another really slept on guy. I try to obviously highlight some of these kids, man, but another one I think that's still on the board. Kind of crazy to think about, Bacon.
Yeah.
I'm trying to pull that up for you. Eric Paul Jr., still available, man, out there. 2026 class. This past year, 46 catches, 911 yards, 12 tubs. Was a state champion, all-state selection by Recruit Georgia. It's part of the high-scoring offense in GHSA history. Perfect 15-0 season. And like I said, I think he'll be a major contributor at the next level. What's your thoughts on him and just being very under-recruited and underrated?
Yeah, Eric Paul Jr., man, is a dynamic receiver. Man, you look at what Creekside did this season, having history for the most points scored by a team. I think it's GHSA history. And so when you have an offense like that, you know there's a multitude of weapons. Don't know how he's flown under the radar. Whether it's D2, HBCU, G5, whatever. Eric Paul Jr. is a legit, dynamic, quick twitch, speed type of guy. He can burn you. Physical, you know what I mean? You got to be physical to play for Coach Dixon in that offense. So come get him, man. Simple as that. If you got a roster spot, is still trying to figure it out, man, we need a 2026 receiver. Here you go. Don't hesitate. Just look at the film and react. Call Coach Dixon, hit him in the DM, whoever, and offer this young man because you got a gym. Not even a diamond in the rough, a gym.
I'm with you. Like I said, another guy that played alongside Damian Henderson, who's going to Sacramento State. So, he's been very interesting, Bacon, to say the least. And those two together, like along with the Caden Benson and Armani Hill, it made that team, elite this year. It couldn't be stopped. They were fantastic. They were getting open. They was making big plays. Like they're doing all kinds of things this year. And I think Eric Paul gets overlooked too many times. But another player, I think, and with good height. I know he looks short. He's 5'10", though. How many receivers are 5'10", tearing it up? I think Jackson Smith-Njigba might be 5'11". You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Maybe 6 foot. So it's like, yeah, definitely can ball. I think he just needs the opportunity. And Eric, that might be going HBCU route. That's not the end of the world. That ain't saying you can't play, fam. That's just saying that might be what it is out of high school. But then you can go and move up. But we see this transfer portal every single year happen. Players entering left and right. So I say try to get the experience, try to get some playing time up under you, and then transfer up. You know what I'm saying? Potentially if it doesn't work out.
100%. I want to say something about the HBCU football, man. It's a lot of sometimes the HBCU ranks can catch a negative connotation, like it's not top tier football. And we look at Georgia's, I think it's their left tackle or right tackle, HBCU guy. You know what I mean? You're gonna have some HBCU guys going to the NFL draft, though they don't get the same type of coverage for whatever reason. There's a lot of talent in the HBCU rank. Tavares Terrell, Jackson State. You know what I mean? So you can't be slipping on your game playing in the HBCU ranks for sure.
Nah, you can't, and it can really help you out if we're honest.
Mm-hmm. Especially in the SWAC.
Exactly, brother. One of the better conferences, obviously there. But all right, Bacon, we're gonna keep it rolling. Let me see. If there was anything else high school related, I think that was most of them. All right, our guys ready.
Brother B.
Brother B.
Hmm.
What's going on, brother?
What's going on, brother?
What's going on with y'all boys, man?
Hey,
Doing good, man. How's it popping? What's going on?
Not much, man. Just happy to be here, man.
Yes, sir.
Happy to have you, man. Happy to have you,
man.
brother. Apologies, you know what I'm saying, for starting late. But, we had some things going on, some
good.
last minute things pop up, bro.
All
Appreciate
good.
it. Yes, sir.
So, B, I want you to just introduce yourself to the audience and just say everything that you do. Now, I was watching the show the other day, man. Y'all boys is hilarious, covering some of the college football, a little bit of everything, man. But tell the folks just about you and what you do.
Oh, well, man, I'm full name Brinsky Sharp, but the Sharpshooter Sports Talk, man. Cover a lot of college football, mainly Alabama, but we still cover everything else, especially around the SEC. Do recruiting too. Got a couple of young bulls going to Gainesville, so definitely will be in Gainesville a lot more, man. Straight out the city, from Tuskegee, Alabama. Went to Tuskegee University and all that good stuff, man. So yeah, man. I also do a little photography on the side, man. Just sports photography.
Jack of all trades, man.
Yeah, man. Try to do a little something, man. Just a little something.
100%. Well, all right, man. Let's talk. Let's talk Alabama then, man. Let's start there, man. Let's get your overall synopsis a little bit of the season. What do you think? Is some of this angst that Kalen DeBoer getting is it warranted? What happened to Alabama? It feels like the team not as physical maybe as it was before. They're not running the ball to the level that they were. A lot of people were blaming on Ty Simpson. Like, how do you just rate this season?
Oh, well, from this year and last year, we didn't make the playoffs, and then we made the playoffs this year, so that's always a plus. So I consider that always a A+ in my book. Especially, but the only thing I will say that we have to improve on is that running game. We ain't have a running game all yet. It's not that I don't believe that we can't run the ball, it's that we don't run the ball. And shout out to my boy Coach Sean, man, former running back that be up there with me from Alabama A&M. He this passy offense in the West Coast offense. So man, he really hates that. Of course, him being a running back, you can't just give a running back 4 touches in a game, 5 touches and 7 touches, and expect them to do something. They're not going to break off 20 yards gains every time or just take it to the house every time. So definitely got to work on that. Ryan Grubb, we thought was going to do something big. I see why the Seattle Seahawks let him go. If that was the case, man, because we see what JSN doing right now, having a breakout season that he's had up there, man. So that lets you know you get rid of one guy and that's it. And the whole offense just changed in a matter of a year. Got some guys on defense, man. We just need to get tougher in the trenches. But the one thing that people want to happen is Alabama to come back to the Nick Saban days. That's an anomaly, dog. That's in a once in a lifetime. We never gonna see that again. It's like people want to see the U come back. You're never gonna see that again. Like what we experienced during that time, man. You got to understand, bro. That what we seen during that time was unbelievable. We was in the national championship almost every year, winning less than losing probably 1 or 2 games each year. How I describe, you got to come in each year now, especially with these playoffs and this transfer portal, the NIL and all that. You got to look at 10-2 as the new 11-1. You're gonna have to, because man, it's going to be so difficult to go undefeated in these leagues now. To see a team go undefeated is very, very impressive unless you're in the Big Ten. I don't think Big Ten is that impressive with them weak schedules. But hey, but Indiana destroyed us. But I believe they're a good team now. But still, man, yeah, it's still a lot of improvement to do. Still got to add a lot of players, a lot of turnover every year. So you just got to keep an eye out for all that.
All right, Bacon.
Now, since we're talking about Big Ten, I feel like you want to shed some head on the Big Ten, man. There's some question marks about Fernando Mendoza. Is he number one? Well, he's obviously the number one quarterback in this upcoming year's draft, but he doesn't really have that. You know what I mean? That bona fide number one, first overall caliber type of quarterback, you know what I mean, traits. Yes, he could throw on a run, but in your opinion, is he big time? Is he like what we saw last year coming out of Miami?
With Cam Ward?
With Cam Ward, yes, sir.
Nah, not like that. I believe he's decent. He plays in a system that he doesn't need to do too much. He doesn't make mistakes. I give him that much. I respect him. I seen how he played at Cal last year, especially when they went into Auburn. I didn't realize that was the same guy until probably like the 3rd game of the year. And I was like, oh, that's the same guy that went into Auburn and won. But he wins. I give him that much. So that's what you want at the quarterback position. He wins, but I don't think he's dynamic as like a Cam Ward or anything if you just put the pieces around him. Because I believe you put like Cam Ward on this Miami team with this defense. I promise you they don't lose none of those games that they lost early in the year.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact. Now, we also forget Mendoza went toe-to-toe with Cam Ward too on at home. Cam Ward and them was on the road.
Yep. And you seen what Cam Ward and them did at the end too.
Yeah, he walked down.
Yeah, I don't see Mendoza walking anybody down like that at all, man. Not like that. Usually every game that matter of fact, I will give him this credit.
Okay.
That Penn State game, I was impressed by that drive. Even though they had a bad year, That's still a Jim Knowles defense, the same Jim Knowles that coached Ohio State last year on the defensive side. Well, Caleb Downs and Sony Styles and all those boys over there. And to come over there and he went down that field on that defense, it was pretty impressive to me. So I really liked it.
Do you believe Indiana is a team to beat?
It's kind of hard not to say that right now, but I'm not gonna lie, man. I love when a coach talk mess, and back it up. I love when a coach talk mess and then he backs it up. And Kurt Sednetti is under that Nick Saban tree, and it's kind of funny that everybody in there is a Saban assistant. That's saying a whole lot how good, especially if you go look at our 2015 national championship team. Pretty much all those guys that's in the Final Four was on that staff. That is highly impressive, except Kurt Sednetti. He was on like the earlier national championship days. But man, it's hard to say. I can't say that they not. I was really, really surprised that Georgia lost. I ain't gonna lie, but I knew Trinidad Chambliss would have a day, but I didn't expect that defense to hold off Georgia enough to stop them from doing what they were doing. Once I seen Georgia go up like 11, I thought Georgia was good, but I don't know what Kirby was doing on that one play when he went for it. That was crazy.
When you're on 30, what are you doing?
No, that was very out of. That's something that Kirby never does. That what really threw me off. I was like, oh wow, he don't never beat himself like this. But no, I give him I would say you got to give them they respect. They're the number one team in the country. They beat us. They beat Ohio State. So I'll say, yeah, as of right now, they're the team to beat.
Last thing I throw back to Najeh. You know what I mean? You got Xavier or EJ Crowell coming in next year, running back. Should restart the running game for the Crimson Tide if given enough carries. Do you see that as such?
Man, I believe when it's all said and done, he's going to be up there with Mark Ingram's, Trenton Richardson, TJ Yeldon, Eddie Lacy's, Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry. You just got to give him the ball, man. The kid is too special, man, especially when you see him in person. And I only seen him play twice. The first time when I had no idea who the hell Jackson, Alabama was. Right. I had no clue, and we played them in the playoffs. It was like a historic run for Booker T. Washington and Tuskegee. And where my young bulls, they was sophomores, EJ was a freshman. I'm like, man, who is this boy toting the ball? Like, oh man, he ain't nothing but a freshman. So what you seeing now, he was doing this as a freshman. And I'm surprised we won that game. But man, the kid is special, man. We just got to give him the ball. I know we're gonna put a line around him. It's just impossible not to see greatness out of that kid. I pray to God he stays healthy, man, because if what you see is what you get. Anytime you just see them highlights, man, especially when he's in the open field, I have yet to see anybody just hawk him down. And I definitely want to give him a shout out on one of his commitment videos. He used my voice all over that commitment video. So definitely shout out to him.
Nice.
Oh yeah, man, definitely give a shout out. Oh yeah, because he what make it so crazy. That's why I say I keep talking about my young boys. Shout out to Dylan Purter and Marquez Daniels. They both going down to Florida. They his 7-on-7 teammates. So it's a nice connection there. I don't know him personally, but that was dope for him to use that.
Gas South, right? Or what is the 7-on-7?
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yeah, sounds like we seen him last year a little bit.
Yeah.
So what do you think Alabama needs in the portal? B Sharp.
What they don't need. Real good question. I think we already have our quarterback for the future. I'm very high on Keelan. Definitely a whole lot of guys in the trenches. Devon Tompkins out of USC. He about 6'5", 290. We didn't have a lot of big guys in the trenches like we had in a long time, like the Quentin Williams, the Ashawn Robinson, the Jaron Reeves on that line, like some dogs to just like really get after the pass. We definitely need guys on the offensive line that can block for us to run the ball, since they saying that's the problem. I know Ryan's gonna have he's gonna come back strong this year. I know he had a lot of drops this year, and I was just telling a lot of folks, hey man, Julio Jones had these problems too his sophomore year. And Julio ain't nothing but a year older than me. So another guy I seen in person. Still can't believe where his career went. Definitely linebackers that can fill up the gaps, man, because I feel like we don't have those guys. We may have them young bulls, but I felt like this year I'm trying to watch my language over here. Because how Coach Sean was trying to, because he got the best sayings, man. He said they walking on the T word, man. Here. It's something that a lady has. He said that's how they was tiptoeing around, like just not hitting those gaps, man. Just trying to knock somebody's head off, man. And I felt like we didn't have those guys like the Reuben Fosters, PJ Mosley, the Dante Hightowers, those type of guys in a minute. And we need some of those guys back in the locker room. Hopefully they on the team. Hopefully we get some experience. I love the secondary, especially with Jair Edwards that's coming in from St. Francis. I love that kid, man. I think that kid is amazing. I think he's going to be one of those ones when the league. DeJohn Lee, I feel that way about everything in the secondary. I feel about, but I still think we need it like a press corner. And what's my young bull out of Georgia? Jordan Edmonds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sprayberry. Yep.
Boy, every game I have seen him play, they don't throw it his way, man. And I can't wait to see how he plays with the Tide. I think we're good in the secondary. Need some middle linebackers. Definitely need to get a pass for a defensive lineman and O-line. A whole lot of trench play for real.
All right. I got something for you, B Sharp. Let me see if they let me share screen. Got something big for you. Let me see. They allow us all three on the screen. No. All right, breaking news, man. Breaking news. Y'all have landed Hollywood Smothers going to Alabama, one of the top rushers in the ACC this year, man. Average 85 yards per game. I think he finished with nearly 1,000 yards, then playing a bowl game. Started off Oklahoma, NC State, and now with the Alabama Crimson Tide to go with E.J. Crowell. What is your reaction?
Oh, more experience out there. I felt like running back wasn't need that we needed. But, hey, if you can bring a lot of experience there, especially I don't know too much about him because I was more focused on the trenches play. But based on my guys, Coach Carl, Coach Al, and Coach Sean, they like him. So I definitely got to check him out. So I think that's a good move by us.
Bacon, your reaction?
I mean, obviously, you struggled running the ball this year. They didn't like Jam. You know what I mean? Whether it was the offensive line or not. You know what I mean? Unlike my Falcons, you know what I'm saying, they address their needs directly. So, I mean, one of the best runners in the ACC. Not going to the SEC down there with Kalen DeBoer and the Tide. So, I mean, you get 2 thumbs up from me for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna say an elite get for y'all. I definitely give it on nearly A. I give like an A-, man. This kid can catch the ball at the backfield. He can block. He can protect. He a smooth runner. He's more of your finesse, elusive type. B Sharp. He's not really like that. I won't say he's not a strong, powerful runner. He's not no Jam Miller is what I'll say. But he's a guy. Get him out of open space. He's a problem. Reminds me of shades of like a McCaffrey, shades of a Kamara, like those kind of a guys, but still strong and athletic. But can do a whole bunch of different things. He's just that virtuoso back.
Sure, you know we had Kamara on our team with Derrick Henry and Kenyon Drake and all that. So, hey, I like that comparison right there. So, I'm happy about that. You got me sold right there. I'm about to say, y'all are Georgia fans, ain't you?
No.
Oh, what are y'all?
I'm a Hurricanes.
See, that's my
You.
second favorite team, man. Second
Bacon,
favorite
who your
team
team?
growing.
Man, I don't even know, man. To be honest with you, I'm more of a college basketball fan. I was a big Kentucky fan. I went to Arkansas with Coach Kyle. Went down there, but college football, I mean, I kind of just support. I just support the players. You know what I mean? When it's
Oh,
time, when it's bedtime, go with who's hot. But I don't really bet anymore.
yeah, I think I got into it a lot more, man. Just wanted to give back to the kids, pictures wise, and then love talking sports, and then trying to interview them, and then my cousin do some major things in Atlanta, man, with his 7-on-7. Shout out to Zarian. Got like a big event going on in Atlanta. Y'all probably heard of it.
Z,
Mm-hmm.
Sevens?
yeah,
Huh?
Sevens?
Yeah.
that's your cousin.
Oh, that's your
Yeah,
cousin?
Zarian, man.
Wow.
That's crazy. Yeah,
That's
you be
my
showing
little
that
cousin.
love, man.
Oh
Small world.
That's my little cousin, man. Just ask him, do he know me? Know me very well. You know me very well.
He talking about ask for do he?
Yeah, man. It's funny anytime I mention his name, they be like, "Y'all are cousins?" Like, yeah, man. And then somebody brought up my name, like, "How you know him?" So it's always a small world.
That's a small
But yeah,
world. We was there last year, B.
man, the only thing I was supposed to be there last year, and still that's why I told him 1,000% I was gonna be there. I forgot. Went to the Senior Bowl, and I cannot remember why I did not go. I think it was like some family stuff, and I told him I wasn't gonna be there for it, unfortunately. But I told him 1,000% expect me to be there, and I just be promoting it on every show. So yeah, man, that's my guy right there.
Okay.
Only bad thing about him, man, he's an Auburn guy. That's the only thing. That's the only thing I don't like about him.
Well, we had a War Eagle fan in the chat, man. War Eagle, Tampa, tune up.
Everybody make mistakes in life.
Gotcha. Well, B Sharp, I want to get your overall opinion. I know you follow college football very heavy. I do as well. What's just your thought on the landscape right now? I mean, everybody talking about NIL. Some people don't like that these players are going through this transfer portal. Some don't like that people are putting announcements that they're resigning. They feel like it more feels like the NFL and free agency. Just what's your overall thoughts on the landscape and where the game's going?
I ain't gonna lie, man. Seeing that when I seen USC do it, and I thought it was weird, and I thought it was so weird. But I was like, "Hey, man, this is the day and age that we are, that where we at right now." So it doesn't surprise me. The one thing that I think people need to understand, man, you're just gonna have to adapt to it. This is where it is right now. The college football that we seen growing up is dead. Like those days are over with. You can chalk it up to the game because if you see a certain guy leave, man, don't bash him because you don't know if he wanted to jump in the portal on his own will. He probably wanted to be there. Personally, I know somebody who didn't want to be in there, and they said, "Yeah, you may want to find another place," and it'll break a lot of people's hearts because it ain't like they can disclose like, "Oh, they didn't want me here." And everything, like Livingston down there in Texas, with his post going viral, talking about I never seen myself jumping in the portal ever. But it's a different day and age. I think they deserve it, to be honest, because the powers that be been in control for so long. I don't know. I still think you need to have some type of structure to it. I always said, man, I always say just give them like 2 opportunities to jump in the portal because some stuff just be ridiculous. That makes you take I'm trying to see the word I'm trying to use for this. Like you would take your time on actually making a decision if you can only have two times to really do it, or just wait after your sophomore year. So once you come out of high school, you sign, you got to be there for 2 years. It's locked in for 2 years unless your coach get fired or something like that. That's the only time I say you can be let out of it. But you're not just bouncing around like the whole TJ Finley thing is crazy, man.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, that's a prime example. I feel like somebody abusing the system. I'm just like, bro, go home. Like,
good job.
just all I can think about is something that Jalen Ramsey said about a player one time that used to play at Florida State. And he said, bro, if you bounce around like that and you at your third school, it's not the school, it's just you. You just not that guy. And every time I see a player just have all these marks here, I'm like, bro, you just not that guy. And then the other aspect, like I only went to one school, and like that was Tuskegee University. So I know where I go back to, and I get to see my friends. And I know that whole community and all that. These guys don't even have a foothold anywhere. So where do you go when you have all these spots? You go to LSU, Auburn, you don't really know anybody. You only know the guys that you play football with, but you don't really, really know anybody. To be like, oh yeah, man, I'm just gonna go to homecoming this 1 year. So it's a whole bunch of things, man. I think it's a good and bad thing, but they definitely got to bring structure to this very, very soon.
I'm with you. No, 100%. I think the same. They got to do something about it. I like that it's one portal window, but I'm with you. I think was it Elite College Football? They said it the best. Like the first one you get free, the next transfer you do, you got to sit out a year. You know what I'm saying? And then you can go play. I like that method.
Yeah, that sounds dope right there, especially when you have to sit out. I think that make you think twice about where you're gonna go the first time. And then they're gonna have to move this portal window.
Yes.
For real, man, because I say wait till after the national championship, and then we can open it up because it's guys that's in these games that they have to make a decision. Like, okay, I was gonna transfer anyway, so now I have to leave my team, even though I don't want to leave them right now, or a roster spot is gonna be filled up. A guy like Cam Coleman and those type of guys, those guys got a spot. They're gonna make a spot for them. They'll save a spot for them. But just for a guy that's on the bench, you got to choose wisely.
Facts. I thought about you, Bacon.
Now that's a good point, man. I definitely wanted to ask you about. I know this is a. No, I stay on top of my IB uniform. First 2 years, I mean, it's probably best to do the first 2 years, but most people don't. Is that including your red shirt year, you think, or only if you play? What do you think about that? If that makes sense to you.
If that was it, it makes you think long and hard. Like, do I want to play at this place? Because mostly, especially if you're coming in the SEC, most freshmen are not going to play. Therefore, you'll play not starting wise. You'll play a little bit here, a little bit there. And especially if you're a quarterback, you're definitely not going to start at quarterback for the most part, unless you want to be a great one. Because the argument that I make with a lot of people are like, you can start in the SEC, ACC, Big Ten or somewhere. But if you're coming into the SEC, I don't know any legendary quarterbacks that came in here and started day one. Not even Jalen Hurts. They had to pull Blake Barnett to bring Jalen Hurts in. But even if you don't play your freshman year and you just a red shirt, still, man, just get better. You're probably just not ready yet. And you still young-minded, like I'm playing so much coming out of high school. Maybe you're just not ready right now for this college game. You got to get bigger. You got to get faster. You got to get smarter. It's a whole lot of mental things that go into this. Like you may have a skill, but mentally you're not ready to go out there because you may make a lot of mistakes.
Facts. Is it so? Earlier you said yesterday's college football is out the window. You can chalk it up to the game, but is the SEC dominant run of dominance? Is that over? Can you chalk that to the game too?
Say it one more time. My daughter knocked on the door, aggravated my dog.
All good. Is the SEC supreme reign in college football? Is that over and done with?
I wouldn't necessarily say, man. I just based off bowl games. No, not really, because I feel like a lot of guys check out. If you're not in that college football playoffs, a lot
Right.
of these people already checked out, man. They getting ready to hit that transfer portal. They getting ready for the NFL draft. It's so much that going part of it. Like folks like, oh man, we beat like Tennessee, and you see Tennessee ain't won a FBS game the whole year. And that's insane to think about.
Right.
Like the Vanderbilts, like a lot of those guys checked out, man. If they don't make the playoffs, it's pretty much over with. But I will say this: the SEC definitely has to play better. For the most part, they still want to have that reign of dominance, just saying like, "Oh, we are the conference." But I feel like they go through a slugfest all year long with each other.
Yeah.
That by the time bowl season come, like, man, it ain't worth it for a lot of these guys.
That's point. Well, anything to add on that, Nash?
I think in terms of it being over, like them just straight dominating, I would say yes. Does that mean that the SEC team can't win? No, that's not what we're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I just think I think before the SEC was all the way up here, and I think everybody else was trying to catch the SEC. I think it's came down to like here, and it's like it's a little bit more leveled out, and it's because of the NIL and it's because of the transfer portal, because these teams can get good fast. Before they was getting all these players. They paying top dollar to get a Ryan Williams or whoever it may be. But now you got teams like not Penn State, but like Indiana. When the last time Indiana's been really good? They just got Nick Marsh out the portal. You know what I'm saying? They'll get guys like that. And you seen these guys like Arizona State. They just got a Marion Miller. We'll talk about him later, Bacon. When have they been getting top players like that? So I think the playing field is more even. And like he said, and then what the difference is, and to be Sharp's point, they have 9 games now of SEC play. That's a lot. That is a slugfest. So only 3 out of conference games. You know what? They're gonna schedule cup games. Why would I schedule hard? And if one, I ain't gonna get rewarded for it. And 2, look at my conference, and we have to do it to each other for 9 weeks now.
I feel like they're gonna get rid of that too, man. Because what's the point? It's not beneficial to you making the playoffs based on like I don't even know why Notre Dame even tried to make a case for them getting in the playoffs. They ain't beat nobody. Their best win was like USC.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't stand them bombs anyway. But like Vanderbilt had more of a better case than them getting into the playoffs, and they won. They record in the regular season was 10-2. Like think about that, Vanderbilt was 10-2 in the SEC. That is unbelievable, and they didn't even make the playoffs. So that's kind of crazy that they got that far. But yeah, man, the whole depth. And I think depth is like a main thing because a lot of those guys, like, oh, one guy get injured. Oh, we got another bad boy. He probably better than the other guy. He just wasn't ready. Now he's on the field now. So depth hurts the SEC being dominant too because of NIL and the transfer portal.
100%.
Bacon, you got anything to add on that?
Yeah, man. I'll just say I don't think the rank. I think the reign of just dogging these teams out is over. But when you look at the college football playoffs, you had Ole Miss, you had Georgia. You know what I mean? That's 2 teams from the SEC. I think last year was the same thing. You could have made a case for possibly Texas. You know what I mean? Texas will definitely be in there next year. So you could possibly see three teams in the college football playoff next year. So I don't think the dominance of having success is over. I think the dominance year in and year out, being at the top, hosting the trophy up, it's possibly over. You know, I think you chalk that up. Now, I will say this. You know what I mean? There's got to be – we have to look at some way where we're going to have to keep the players at least on the field for bowl games. Like we look at Lane Kiffin, they'll hold the ball. I really don't like that, though. It does add parity to the game. But back to the main point is keeping the players on the field for bowl games. Bowl games do a lot for what? Bringing in income to the schools. And what are they going to do with that income to the school? Pay these players. So if you want to be paid, you players must be on the field to, again, acquire this money. So I think that's an important topic for them, for the NCAA brass to really lock in on, if they want to keep, because eventually you can't just keep letting these go crazy, man. I mean, it's a wild, wild west right now.
Yeah, I think somebody suggestion said making it like an NIT for like those type of games or something to just keep interest in those teams to just play for something. You just saying, "Oh, I'm going to the Beef It Up Bowl." I'm like, well, I'm just nobody's gonna remember this.
Nah,
to
it's true.
that
Go ahead,
point,
man.
I want to say this. You know what I mean? Yes, an NIT type of bracket is cool, right? But when you look at that, you have to look at the grand scheme of television right now, where it's at. NBA, college basketball, college football is all battling for TV spots, and we can't even get certain things on cable TV. So that's another whole nother discussion, man. I know a lot of people like, man, I ain't watching no NBA game. People don't even know. You know what I mean? That I can't remember the point, but y'all get what I'm trying to say right now.
Oh yeah,
It's not going on.
yeah, man. There's always something going on with that, and I feel like a lot of people like basketball season doesn't start for them until like
After
February
football.
to after football is completely over. Like I can say each and every year I probably lean more heavily towards football because I was like super heavy into basketball, man. Basketball is always my first love now. But yeah, football kind of took over in a lot of ways.
1,000%. So we talked about the game. We talked about Bama. We got to ask you the big question, B-Sharp. What happened to Ryan Williams this year?
I think it's just all mental. That's all it is, man. It's just like a shooter just shooting the ball, man. You know you can shoot it. You just got to see it go in one time. Then you get your rhythm, and that's all it is. It's just pure mental, his confidence and all that. I felt like Ryan Grubbs wasn't helping with that. It just felt like just throw him some short passes, just get him in the groove of the game to get his confidence back. That's all it would have taken, but they did a terrible job on that end. Then they had him playing the slot, which I felt like he's just too small to play the slot. He's just not built for that. He more of an outside guy. But they were just playing him all out of position this year, and I just ain't like it, and it really messed up his confidence. That's why I feel like next year he'll be back because I know he'll definitely be on the outside. And all you got to do, hey man, if he drop a pass, shoot, man, throw a short screen or something to him so he can make a play. Just get his confidence up. That's all it is.
Period. All right. So we talked about that. We talked about Bama and outlook. So you got 4 teams left, B Sharp. Tell us who your national champion is. Who you got winning it all out of this Final Four?
A guy that I just love, man. I probably love this kid when he was just in Miami Central, man. Ruben Bain. Ruben Bain is just like, I believe is the best defender in college football. And I remember coming into this playoff, and a lot of people just like, oh, a lot of people talk high on him, and he doesn't get a lot of sacks. It felt like he just hit a new gear when the playoffs started. He probably heard all that hate, and you go into Texas A&M and have that tremendous game, then have another tremendous game against Ohio State, which I felt like he left like 3 sacks on that field that he did not get. I think Miami can win it all, man. I believe they truly can. They had that running game with Fletcher. Mario Cristobal he's preaching that physicality. That offensive line is the best. That defensive line is the best out of everybody that's left. I would be shocked to see what Ole Miss do against those guys because Miami can do a lot. It's really up to Carson Beck, man. If Carson Beck just does not, it's the same keys that I had for him in the Texas A&M game, same keys in Ohio State game. Just don't lose it for her. Because he reminds me of J.R. Smith, man. When he's on, he's on. But when he's off, man, he's off. Just think about every game they lost this year. They lost that Louisville game because of Carson Beck throwing those 4 interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't throw those 4 interceptions. You take away one of those interceptions, they win the game. Like the defense gonna do their job. I promise you they are. And then definitely shout out to Keontae Scott, man. One of my partners, his daughter go to Auburn, and they real good friends. And just knowing everything that he dealt with and to see where he's at, man. I just want to see him win it, man. And then just see Miami. Of course, like I said, that's my second team. Only because, man, I 2001 team is my favorite team ever. Out of all the Bama teams that won, I love them. But my favorite players, both of my favorite players was on that team with Ed Reed and Sean Taylor.
Man, rest in peace.
So yeah, man. I'm rooting for Miami. I'm definitely rooting for Miami to take it home. But Indiana ain't gonna be no Kurt said they're gonna have those boys ready. That Oregon and Indiana game is a very, very interesting game, especially how that first matchup went. And Trinidad Chambliss, oh my God, man. The performance that he put up against Georgia was tremendous, especially the drive that he had to take the lead away from Georgia. That was one of the most impressive drives I've seen all year. I was just like, man, this kid is special. And I'm surprised he's trying to come back. Like, man, you made me take a shot at the NFL, man. And a lot of NFL people was praising him. Like, you probably need to take a shot on the NFL. So just to see another year of him get better, yeah, man, I can't wait to see. But I still got Miami winning it all.
Gosh, I commend him for coming back, man. You know what I mean? Maybe, it's something. I want something left for him to prove on his bucket list. You know what I mean? It's easy to go run and take that money. And, you know what I'm saying? He very well may hurt his draft stock. But at least when you get up here, you know, you can be good in your body. So shout out to Chambliss.
I know, man. The one thing I don't think people realizing, like, this draft is going to be good. But if you think about next year's draft, that draft is about to be one of the most loaded drafts in in history, man. Like, it's about to be so many guys that's in there. Like, the more and more I think about it, it's going to be like Jeremiah Smith going to be in there. Art's going to be in there. Cam Coleman going to be in there. Colin Simmons. Dylan Stewart. It's Ryan Williams. It's so much talent that's going to be in that draft. Like, you can't go wrong with whoever. That's why I can't wait, man. I really can't wait for next year because I would be shocked. Because my team, the Commanders, and I don't expect us to be trash next year because we're getting Jaden Daniels back. I hate the one thing. I ain't going to lie, man. I'm one of those fans. We haven't won all year. I don't like winning towards the end. We ain't win all year. We might well just get a good draft position. And that's why I was so happy that we got Jaden Daniels. Like, we got our quarterback now. Now it's gonna be tough to get one of these guys. I really want Jeremiah Smith or Cam Coleman or somebody like that. But that's why I didn't understand why he didn't come out in this draft. But hey, he know what's best for his future. And I wish him luck, man, because he a dog.
Facts. I thought you, Bacon.
Yeah, man. Let's just go ahead and fast track to talk a little bit more in depth about Oregon and Oregon play, not Indiana. Is it Indiana?
Yeah.
Oregon, Indiana, man. Both pitched two teams, both pitched shutouts. Obviously, we're gonna give the lead to Indiana. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We like what Oregon is building. You know, we like the receiver, Corian Moore. The more not brothers, but the quarterback was in the Heisman watch this year. Very dynamic offense, but can that defense hold up to Signetti and Mendoza? So, just what's your thoughts about that game?
I have to see, man. I like how am I drawing a blank on Dan Lanning? Yep. Dan Lanning been building up Oregon to an SEC team for the most part, man. Getting a lot of guys in the trenches, got a lot of guys over there, super talented guys. If Dante Moore can just perform the way I think we all know he can perform, I think they have him projected as a top 2 pick in the draft. If he plays up to that standard, man, I believe they can win. But Indiana has some guys over there. It's not like, they just some high school guys. I think the key in these transfer portals to get experienced guys, good experienced guys that were productive. And that's what a lot a lot of guys over there at Indiana had. I know Pun over there. That man 5'9", but that boy is all dog. That man plays like he's 6'3", man. That those type of guys that you want on your team, man, they're gonna be in a dog fight with you. Mendoza, like I said, doesn't make many mistakes at all, so that's a big key for them. He know when to pass, he know when to run. Setnetti, coaching wise, I have to give him the edge on this because man, I give him mental edge over Landon for real. But it hasn't been the best thing for Kurt Setnetti. It hasn't been pressure over there to just win at Indiana. It's Indiana. Nobody's paying attention to you to just see
what
you built over there. Oh, now they are, but it's still not really. The farther they go, it doesn't matter. They can get blown out by Oregon. It's still an amazing year by them.
Playing with house money, basically.
Exactly. Yeah. Like it's a great year regardless because they never been here. They beat Alabama, so they're gonna carry that on to next season and whenever. But I know him coming from that Nick Saban tree, he's not gonna be satisfied off that. So you gotta respect that on his end. But I know Dan is just you gotta see if he can really, really get over the hump because he's blown a lot of big games that he's been a part of. So that's really all they come down to with him. Can he get over that hump? I feel like if he can get over with Indiana, that's major for his program over there. But yeah, that's all it is. I still get a edge to Kurt Setnetti.
Okay. I ain't gonna lie. I'm right with you. I'm picking Indiana to win, but I like Dante more. I think the brother is electric, and I'm expecting this one to come down to the wire, man. So I'm not gonna be surprised. Now we gotta make sure Dan's managing the game, but I'm gonna be surprised to see the Ducks walk out of this one with the W. Now, what you got? Go ahead, brother. I ain't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. They got to play better offensively. Oregon.
Oh yeah,
they didn't play well against Texas Tech at all.
Yeah, but they had a great defense all year too. I was surprised. I thought Dust was just going all right, we're gonna see, and they kept it close. It was just their offense that messed them up, and then Oregon, they've been inconsistent all year too, especially Iowa. Iowa usually have a good defense, even though I know it rained that game. Some games, man, you just should try to put your foot on people's necks. And I felt like Oregon left a lot on the table with a lot of opponents this year. So if they playing decent offense and not good offense, they're more than likely going to lose. Because I don't think their defense can hold up to these guys.
All right, now we're going to run into the CFB headlines, the transfer portal.
Yeah, let's hit it. Get be sharp reaction too. Let me wrap it up. Hold on 1 second. Let me pull it up. All right. So let be sharp react to this one. All right. So Antoine Hill, I don't know if you know who that is, man, but he played out here in Georgia at Houston County. I went to Memphis, man. Okay. He's officially an Arkansas Razorback, brother. So what's your reaction to that?
Another connection, man. Another connection over there. My wife's from I don't like to call it Houston, man. That's Houston County, man. It's good old Warner Robins. That's her old high school. So I don't like to I love messing with her about that. And my her god brother and Antoine are best friends. So wow. I knew about him for a long time. So man, I'm happy that he over there. I know he was at Memphis and now he followed his coach to Arkansas. No surprise. Yeah, SEC quarterback now. I think that's a good move by Arkansas, especially you keep building over there. Can't wait to see how he plays, man.
100%. Step in the right direction for them, man. Arkansas just a couple players away from turning that program around.
Yeah.
And they need a replacement too for Taylor Green.
Yeah, thanks.
And I think that's a good replacement. Super accurate. kid, I thought he was going Colorado when he was coming out.
Yeah, I think we all did. That's nice.
Yeah, man. I'm happy for him.
Great move. There y'all have it, man. Antoine Hill going to play SEC ball, Arkansas. Probably will be a big name. We will find out here in the coming. Like you said, though, following his head coach Ryan Silverfield to obviously Arkansas, man. Great pickup for the Razorbacks. All right, let's see what else we got. All right. Bacon, this is me and you will react. Let's see if B Sharp will react to this one too. It is a former Alabama player. So we will respond to this. He is going to Georgia Tech. B Sharp, I'm gonna start with you though, since you're a former or you are still a Bama fan, but he's a former Bama player. But Jalen Mbakwe transfers to Georgia Tech. What's your reaction, B Sharp?
I love it. I love it, man. You down there with Brent Key. I think that's a perfect spot for him, man. The only thing I think will hurt Bach this year, man, is trying to go play wide receiver when I felt like he should have stayed at cornerback. And I'm like, man, you're trying to go in a crowded wide receiver room where you have Isaiah Horton, Jeremy Bernard, Ryan Williams. A lot of folks didn't even know about Lottie Brooks. Shout out to my boy Ty Hayes that put us on Lottie when he was in high school. So we knew what we was getting when we got him. So I was like, you weren't going to see too much playing time when you moved over. But to go to Georgia Tech, I feel like they may use him maybe like Eric Singleton. Maybe. I don't know. Or I don't know. I don't know how they about to use him. I know he's going to try to play both sides of the football. But I think that's an awesome pickup by Brent Key.
Bacon?
Yeah, I'm gonna echo some of the things what Brother Brinsky said, man. Intriguing move for him to go jump from the defensive side to the offensive side. You know what I mean? We all know Coach Brent Keys. He's from that Saban tree as well, so there's some connections there. So intriguing move nonetheless. You know what I mean? I'm just ready to see what's going to look like come spring ball, fall camp, hit the report, spring game, and the whole nine. But this is a good move, man. It's a lot of Tech receivers that hit the portal, so I'm expecting a lot of big splashes for Georgia Tech this year.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of on the fence with Tech, if I'm honest with you, Bacon. I just didn't know, bro. Like they got so much leaving. Isaiah Kenyon gone, Malik Rutherford gone, Dean Patterson gone, Eric Rivers gone, Bailey Stockton gone. We just signed with Florida. I mean, it's like, yo, like who are they gonna go get? You know what I'm saying? Like, so that part, like I was a little bit confused on. But this is big though, Bacon, because he's a former 5-star prospect. B Sharp knows well played at Clay Chalk Field. And like he said, it probably wasn't the best move for him to go wide receiver when they were so deeply talented. It had Latsier, Brooks, all those guys that he mentioned. But I think for him, he can come to Georgia Tech and ball. And it's going to be interesting because he's a wide receiver. He might still play cornerback. They need two corners. Rodney Shelley and Amari Harvey both left. Right. So you're going to need somebody to go and fill in and be that guy for you on different side of the ball. And a wide receiver, it's wide open for Georgia Tech.
And then another guy that y'all have coming in, I did an interview with him, and I know his brother Braylon Outlaw coming in as a freshman.
Dog,
y'all getting a dog, man. I'm telling you, you're getting a dog. So, man, I like what they building over there.
Facts. I also say this on Box behalf. We cannot forget what his performance against Thompson just a couple years ago, man. That was a memorable performance. So, man, he is dynamic with the ball in his hands as well.
Man, that was for the state, man. Him and Ryan, that was for the state. Like, if anybody never seen that, man, just go watch that video. Them boys, it was just both of them just scoring touchdowns left and right.
Facts. I have to revisit that film. So I'm probably gonna watch the courtside bank.
There it is. All right, Bacon, let's react to this one. We got a close relationship with him. I don't know if B Sharp knows him well, man, but you obviously have Jameer Latimer, but we kind of knew this was happening, Bacon. We were very close to Amari Latimer, so we know his brother. Once we kind of see him flip from Wisconsin to West Virginia, we knew the brother was probably going to be the same thing. So what's your reaction? Last year, eligibility for him, pretty much a make-or-break season next year at West Virginia with his little bro.
Yeah, man. Obviously, it's not surprising. Like you just said, once we saw Amari commit to West Virginia, Like, you know what I mean, big brother going to not knowing too much about West Virginia, only knowing the Latimer family, man. Big brother, you know what I'm saying? These two, the Latimers, man, athletes, man. Jameer is probably he's still one of the best high school athletes I've seen during covering high school football here in Georgia. But real cerebral type of player, you know what I mean? Who could do it all, man zone, physical at his approach. But you know what I mean? Just the biggest thing is he's gonna take everything in on the board, man. But this is a big get for West Virginia, though I will say on my thoughts about Tech, man. How did we let this slip through the cracks, man? Jameer Latimer, one of the best cover corners to me. I mean, Amari Latimer, to me, the best running back, or I say top 3, top 5 running back 2026 class. How did we let this slip through our hands? That's neither here nor there, but this is a big gift for the Mountaineers.
Yeah, huge get for sure, man. My thoughts, yeah. I mean, Mountaineers, they get the running back and they get the brother, so they should be better next year. We know obviously the conference they play in the Big 12, they should be at least competitive next year. I'm not saying those two moves is end all be all, but they've done a pretty good job in their portal, decent recruiting job, so they should be able to make a little bit of noise.
See, I just seen the stats up there. I didn't know too much about them, and I'm about to say, man, I feel like West Virginia had an advantage because his brother being over there, and especially you saying you seen him in high school and the way he plays. It sounds like a good pickup for Rich Rodriguez.
Nah, for sure. To answer your first question, yeah, I mean, I'm sure that the talk between the family and the school, like, we got to have both. It's a combo deal, no in between. So that's how that thing kind of happened. But I don't remember the numbers at the end of the season, but I think at the beginning of the season, or at least at Jackson State, where the brother right here started at, his numbers he had one of the highest grades corners before he transferred out and went to Wisconsin. I can't say that for him.
For sure. All right, look, we got the comment section going crazy, Bacon. Said, speaking of Saban tree, Tech needs to go ahead and hire Jeremy Pruitt. I said it.
Shout out Anthony Perez. What you think about that, Nash?
I mean, yeah, that'd be a good pickup for them. I mean, I think he gotta find a way to bolster that staff. Got George Godsey, got Alan Mogridge as the offensive line coach now. You want to get the best coaches you can. Go look at Texas, man. Say what you want. They went and got Georgia guy, a defensive analyst, Will Muschamp. They went and got Blake Gideon too. So, like, Texas not fucking around.
Man, I would be pissed if you guys got Jeremy Pruitt, but I would be pissed. I like Jeremy is that dude, man. I want him to come back to Bama for real.
I'm trying to tell you, man. He's that guy. All right, man. We got more breaking news, man, from Brothers on Green. Said Chris Corbo committed to Georgia Tech. That is the Dartmouth tight end transfer. 45 catches, Bacon, 516 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Just played his senior season. He'll have 1 more year of eligibility. Not kind of your dynamic tight end in open space. Can do a little bit of the dirty work, Bacon. Offensive line blocking. Not offensive line blocking, but tight end blocking, pass blocking. A little bit at run blocking and catch the ball when he goes out for routes. But I like Nathan Agame. I think you need to get one more guy that's a deep threat as a tight end. This is a good pickup, but you need to get one more tight end that can just make some noise with the ball in his hands deep down the field. But that is the new Dartmouth transfer, Bacon. Here it is right here. This is him. Pull this up for y'all so y'all can see. That's the technical page.
6'5", 245. That's what we need, man. I figured. I mean, a tight ends like this. I'm not gonna say they come a dime a dozen, but you know what I mean. You can find a good blocking tight end before you find a good pass catcher and a blocker as well. So I know Coach Key. You know what I'm saying, he's gonna keep somebody like this on the staff. 5 bills for Tugs is solid. It's solid. Luke Harpin. You know what I mean. Let's go in. Let's go and get this offense cooking, man. Because I say it again, man. If we keep the receivers happy, I don't think we see a lot of them leave, man. You got Dean Patterson, I say Eric Rivers, Isaiah Kane.
Eligibility. Those first two.
Yeah. I know they lost the eligibility, but I'm talking about the other ones. But with that receiving group, we had to see a lot more production, man.
Facts. I'm with you. All right, a couple more, man. We're gonna get back to be sharp. Yo, I F with the content. Y'all actually got some good convo, some bean heads, but good convo. I'm a follower now, fam. Then I was on your YouTube page. Bacon.
So
Yeah.
appreciate
And
the
once
love.
that Corbo will be an elite receiving tight end. But yeah, that's the love. I'll pull that back up. Yeah, that's the love for hello there.
We're not gonna co-sign the big head, brother. But
See y'all boys engaged on a Monday night, man. We appreciate it. Happy New Year to all y'all, man. Appreciate all the love and support, man. Y'all keep tuning in every Monday, man. We got y'all. All right, man. One more headline we're gonna hit, and then we're gonna have B Sharp access anything he want to talk about before we let him go. This big one we talked about a little bit. But Omarion Miller, excuse me, committing to Arizona State. I think a big get for their program as well. Hold on, what happened?
Dynamic receiver.
Major.
Go ahead, B Sharp. I'll let you take this one away.
Yeah, man. I think that was a big loss for Prime and them, but a major get for Arizona State, man. This kid, I always like Amari, man, especially they even though they lost Levitt over there, man, Arizona State still getting players to come in there. They may be getting another dog coming their way that's on our team right now. Shout out to Noah Carter. Maybe. So, man, he's from that state, and you just adding another guy out there on the defensive side. Yeah, man, I think this is a great get by them, and I think they having a good transfer portal.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'll let you intercede here in a second, Bacon. I'm with you. I think it was a great pickup. Arizona State trying to move on. There's been some rumblings about Sam leaving. Maybe he didn't want to go, but they kind of forced him out. Everything that went on towards the end of there. And I think they just got the Kentucky quarterback, Cutter Boley, who I think was a true freshman or a redshirt freshman this past year. So that'll be the quarterback. We know Kenny Denham can win and win at a high level. We got them boys to quarterfinals. They nearly knocked off Texas a few years ago, obviously in that Peach Bowl here in Atlanta. So it's a team that plays good football. And they gave Texas Tech, one of the only losses during the regular season, man, when they're healthy. So they won't have Jordan Tyson, but it's a pretty good player that can fill that role that Tyson filled with this team throughout, obviously, the team there.
For sure, yeah. Mario Miller is a dynamic receiver, man. Can run, if not every route tree in the book, man. Big hands, long body receiver, dynamic. This is a big, like I said, big pickup for Arizona State. I think the bus. I think they're gonna be fine, man. I think we're gonna be fine. You know what I'm saying? Now y'all talked to a couple sources close to the program. That's gonna be a big year for Prime and the bus moving forward, man. Prime's locked in for sure.
All right, there you have it. So be sharp before we wrap it up for the day, man. We throw it to you, brother. Any topics that we didn't hit on that you want to discuss, brother, or any questions you have for me or Bacon?
Oh man, who y'all have winning it all outside of Miami for you? If you can't pick Miami, who you have winning it all?
I guess I'll start since Bacon's sipping this jug of water. I'm gonna go Indiana, man. I think when you look at them top to bottom, they just too deep, bro. Like they got Charlie Becker, Elijah Surratt. They can run the ball with Roman Hemby, the linebacker. They got D'Angelo Pons, safeties. Like they're just loaded, and they're a team that they just like. Did you see the end of the Rose Bowl game? They awarded the offensive line. They all got hype. Like it seems like a team that's just bought in together, and I think that's gonna be tough to stop. You know what I'm saying? And then they physical, like.
Yeah.
You always see Indiana teams. That team is physical, bro, and they hit you in the mouth. Like I don't know, bro. That's tough. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. That's tough, man. I like Oregon. The defense is good, but they got to play better offensively. And I don't know, bro.
That's the key for them. That's what I said, man. They can't come out there playing decent offense. They got to come play good or better. They come out there play anything lower, they're gonna lose.
Facts. So I go Indiana for me.
Yeah, I'm going Indiana, man. Hedge all your bets, wage them up. You know what I mean? Go over on the running back yard, over 60, over 80 for the receivers, over 200 for Mendoza, man. And when you hit, you know what I mean, just refurbish that in the super chat, spread the wealth because you gotta hit first. But I like Indiana, man. Miami close second. I think my heart would like to see Miami win, but my head and the residual super chats that we're going to receive is going with Indiana.
Well, I think one of my final ones, since we're talking about a lot of players in this portal, maybe I have two, since we're talking about a lot of guys in this portal anybody you want to see Miami get, or you want to see certain players go to certain places, anybody you have an idea that you want to see, like, man, he'll be a perfect fit over here.
Great question. I'm gonna give you two for my Hurricanes since you low key a Hurricane fan. I'd love to see us go get Sam Leavitt if I'm 100% honest. That's a great pickup, I think, for us next year at the quarterback spot. I know we got the young bull from down in Florida that's coming to us. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. The quarterback that can play at a high level, but I don't think he's gonna be ready yet. Got a couple guys behind. I think Sam Leavitt would be the perfect guy to fit in and plug and play. And I'm gonna be real with you, man. I think Cam Coleman. Now I heard he's rumored to go to Texas. But give me one more receiver. I know we're gonna bring in some more young Wingo. I know we got Malachi Tony, but we're gonna need another receiver opposite because Tony gonna get double next year. Let's go and put that out there. Gonna get double.
Yeah, I got another dog over there, man. Who was, and shout out to my boy Phil, man. My boy Phil was Cam's high school wide receiver coach. So those boys are still close to today, really close. And y'all have a young bull that's down there, which was my personal favorite down there, Dalen Upshaw, out of Central Phoenix City, man. So he is one of those dudes. Him and Cam, good friends too. So it's a possibility. I ain't gonna lie. I don't want him to go down there. I want him to come to Bama, of course. But I can see him going to probably Texas A&M, which he committed to before switching to Auburn. But Miami is definitely in the mix. I can promise you that.
Yeah, those would be mine. And then the other one, which other one did I really like that I think is a great fit? I think it was quarterback. Indiana just got Josh Hoover. Say what you want, but damn, that's like 3 straight years he didn't hit on the quarterback. Curtis Rogue, Fernando Mendoza, I think he didn't hit on another quarterback in Josh Hoover. 30-plus touchdowns. I know he had 12 picks, but he'll bring them picks down. And then you get Nick Marsh to go with him. Sheesh.
Thanks. Let's not forget that Indiana was in Julian Lewis' top schools.
Yeah. Same to you, babe.
Man, for me, I just give my most intriguing guys in the portal, man. You got to go. Number one for me is Dylan Raiola. Wherever he goes, man, I really think he's going to explode this year. Nebraska was phenomenal. To me, he's probably just, wants to go somewhere we can get some more weapons, but you can't forget about him and that. And in this transfer portal cycle, another quarterback for me, Byron Brown. I like to see him come to Tech, but I don't know if that's a realistic one for me. But what he did at USF, no. But what he did at USF,
he's going to Auburn, bro.
You going to Auburn?
Oh yeah, he going to Auburn. Worst kept secret in the history of life.
You gotta do better, man. We gotta do better. Keep things on the wrap, man. That's why I say NCAA got to tighten down some things. Drew Mestermaker, North Texas, going to Oklahoma State. Very interested. We're going to see very interested to see what he's going to do, man. And then to flip the side of football, man. Say it again.
Oh, I ain't saying that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mateen, brother from Wake Forest, defensive tackle. Let's just see where he goes, man. Let me see what's his numbers this year. 19 pressures, 3.5 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, 1 forced fumbles for the Demon Deacons. Among the starting ACC defensive tackles in pro football focus grade. So, man, whoever can plug that, man, that's gonna be big. 6'3", 296, redshirt junior. He's gonna make somebody defensive line look real nice coming up around next year's time.
Yeah, I was about to say, and I think my last question to y'all, since y'all heavily in recruiting, what's one kid that everybody should keep their eye on that's coming up? Not guys that's already in this class, but 27 and up. That everybody should keep their eye on. They can be underrated. They can be the most known people.
I'm gonna go real young. I got King. I just go to names I know. Legend Owens B. Carrollton was at the think he's class 2031 linebacker. Was at the Under Armour juniors game. Brother, when I tell you he's dynamic, he's playing linebacker, but really can play safety. He's playing some wide receiver, plays some basketball. Kid's an athlete. Another one from Carrollton, Jonathan JoJo Reed. You know what I mean? Didn't make the Under Armour list, but if you know Carrollton, you know they keep good ones coming every year. But it's a problem. Now I come back close to home. I'm gonna keep saying his name, Jalen Britt. You know what I mean? 5'8", but nasty in and out of breaks. I have to think about one more, man. What you got though, Naj?
I'm gonna go. A name you probably know, B Sharp, but Andrew Beard, man. I think he's the best running back prospect we've seen in quite a while. He ain't the biggest dude, but 5'9", can do a little bit of everything. Prince Avenue Christian just announced his top 5. I think Bama is actually in the top 5, if I'm not mistaken. His dad is, or his uncle is Garrison Hurst. So the kid got his genes. The kid like that, man. I challenge you, if they play at Bama school this year, go see him play, man. He's that elite. He's that special when the ball's in his hands, man. So that's one for me. I really like him. Who else is in the state I'm trying to think of that's good in 2027? 2028, I'm gonna go Casey Barner. Y'all already all over him. You know, he's really good. He's kind of known on the radar. Virtuoso, athlete, can do a little bit of everything, man. He's good. KJ Green, y'all in that conversation too. B Sharp, Alabama. Hey, he's talking about the best edge rusher in quite some time. That kid right there. He can beat double teams, finesse, quick first step. Kid's elite, bro. Probably one of the best ones I've seen in person. So I'm gonna go him, and then a one that's kind of flying a little bit under the radar. Linebacker Gregory Batson. He's not the biggest guy, plays for Lee County, but 6'1", 210 already. He'll be a senior next year. Very good, play at a high level, man. Underrated, definitely deserves some more buzz though. But those would be my 3.
I'm gonna go +2. Banks Barnett, quarterback, 2029 out of Noonan. He's gonna blow up here real soon. Not this year, definitely next year for sure. Remember the name Banks Barnett. Andrew Holland, offensive tackle out of Sandy Creek, 6'4", 275, man. Already took some UV unofficial visit to Georgia. I'm sure he'll get around Alabama real soon. But those 2 names for sure. Now I scroll all day looking, but yeah, those 5.
Yeah, man. I think the only one I really have for y'all, man, because I'm still shocked by it. Because I didn't know this the whole year. Because shout out to my boy Coach Carr and my partner Jonathan that do recruiting. But this young bull named Cole Moody, man.
Cole Moody.
If you look him up, man, like I know, I think he was on 24/7 Sports. It was some site that had him, and he broke a state record for touchdowns, and he's only in the 8th grade, which is still shocking to me. I was like, wait a minute, what? And like you see the kid, man, he's only like 5. I think he's just like 5'10", 5'11". Like when you spell it, it's like COLEMOODY. Like, man, he's gonna be one of those ones. I think he had like 50 or 60 touchdowns. Like it was like an offensive explosion from an 8th grader. Now I'm not even playing. Like I am still stunned by this.
That's
like
crazy.
When I heard it. But yeah, man, he's one of them ones that I definitely have to go see him play. And his dad coaches the team. I don't know why I didn't register. To me, when we was talking to his dad, like my boy Coach Carr, know his dad very well. I just met him that time when we interviewed him. But I was like, Moody. I was like, wait, is the quarterback your son? Like, yeah, crazy.
Wow, what is he?
I thought I did. Said
Selma.
Southside, Selma.
Oh, okay. Southside.
It should be like some on TikTok, man. I can't remember what's that site to save my life, and they bringing up players or whatnot, and they did something big on them, and I was like, bro, he is really in the 8th grade.
What if I told you the leading passer in all of high school football isn't even in?
Let me see. Hold on, I got you. 1 second, Naj.
What if I?
All right.
And one of his teammates, Cedric Simmons, man, gonna be one of them ones.
Here we go.
High school football isn't even in high school. This is Cole Moody, an 8th grade quarterback for Southside High School in Selma, Alabama. And what he's doing as just a middle schooler is simply unthinkable. Not only is Cole just 14 years old, but he stands at 5'7", weighing in at 150 pounds. But it's safe to say neither his size or age discourages him. Cole is leading the entire country with 5,350 passing yards on the season, tallying at least 300 yards in every single game, which also includes some 500-yard performances as well. He already holds the Alabama single-season record. And to go along with those 5,000-plus passing yards, he has 60 touchdowns. Also good for the Alabama state record. And who's calling the plays, you ask? Well, it's actually Cole's father, Charles, who had this Southside team just one game away from going to the state championship. Cole Moody is putting together one of the greatest high school seasons ever, all before even stepping foot into an actual high school. What if I told you the leading pass?
Still crazy, man. And I gave him too much. I said 5'10", 5'11", but 5'7". Yeah, man. Can't wait to meet that kid, man. I was stunned. I was really stunned when I heard that.
Man, the game of football, the younger it gets, the more talented it gets. Feel like, man, it's just kids training so early, man. They understand the concepts. They're reading, you know what I'm saying? They don't abort early. Sports, athletics, period, is in good hands.
Oh, yeah, man.
But I do want to ask you this, brother. You know what I mean? This is your first time on the experience, the This Is a News podcast experience, man. So was it what you thought, man? Was it I'm saying, how'd you feel?
Oh, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I've been enjoying you guys from afar for the longest, dog. So it's just been happy just to even come up here. That was say, man, I just love to see brothers doing their thing. Anything I can do to support them, I'm willing to help, man. And of course, y'all know y'all invited on mine anytime. That's what I like, bro. It's just all about networking and meeting people through this, man. It's been one of the most enjoyable experience. So, man, I love it. That's what I say. I appreciate even just getting the invite.
Absolutely, man. Definitely let us know, man. We'll come on the show, man. I gotta ask you. I was gonna ask you earlier, but I didn't want to mess up the football talk, man. You don't see too many people with KRIT, King Remembering Time behind the man. I can't remember that album. That's one of my favorite albums, man. But just go ahead, brother. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, man. Crit my boy, man. I've heard about him in college. I think, man, it was probably like freshman or sophomore year. Man, came and played at this. It was probably like maybe 15 people there. Cause I think that's when can I cuss on here?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Country shit was coming out before the remix, and I was just like, man, that was just off that. Cause I know I got this because he actually signed it.
Nice.
At a concert in Atlanta a few years back, man. I can't remember, was it after COVID or before COVID? I can't even remember. But man, that was still one of the best times I had, man, at that concert. Still one of my favorite concerts ever. But yeah, getting him, you know what I said, hopefully one day he hit me up in the DM like, hey man, I see you have my album in the background and say something to me, man. And of course, motherfucking DRE, man.
Yeah.
Fun fact, that was the first album I ever got. I'm 35, and I was a super young kid when I got that. My dad, military man, but man ain't got no sense. End up buying this for me. Said kids like rap, so I got him this.
That's a hell of a first album, dog.
Yeah.
I'm
But yeah,
dead.
man, definitely appreciate y'all boys, man. Even letting me come up here. Definitely grateful for that.
Nah,
Yeah,
definitely,
man. Anytime, man. As we let you go, be sharp, man. Look, you're welcome anytime. Hey, we need another person we can talk college football with. You seem very knowledgeable, brother. So whenever you want to come back on, let us know, man. Hey, we're gonna be covering it throughout the off season, big moves during the season. So let us know, brother. We love to have you on.
Yeah, man. Just let me know when y'all want to come on here, cause I know some brothers that I said, like Coach. Shout out to Coach Carl, Coach Sean, Coach Al, my guys, Jonathan, Ty Hayes. A lot of these brothers, man. Y'all may not know them, but I'm telling you, once you know them, you're gonna want to know them. Good dudes, man. Super knowledgeable guys.
That man. That.
Oh, yeah,
Making any last thoughts before we let him go?
Nah, man. Again, man, appreciate you. I appreciate you always being active in the comment chat, man. Man, Brother Brinsky has been supporting the network and the content for a while, man. So I just appreciate you reaching out, or however the conversation started, man. I just appreciate you for always being genuine, always, you know what I'm saying, giving kind words. 'Cause those words, you know what I'm saying, go a long way to, you know what I mean, on this content creation, entrepreneurship road. So thank you, 1,000,010, brother. Happy New Year, man. I hope you achieve all your goals this year, man. You and your family. So much love and appreciate you again.
Oh yeah, man. Appreciate it, man. Last thing, I know the Culpepper kid that y'all did, that's what my boy boy Coach Carl and Jonathan, they did an interview with him. So when I seen you posting, I was like, man, I knew that kid from somewhere. I couldn't remember, but man, y'all keep doing y'all thing, man. Anything I can do to help promote, man, I'm here to help, man. What you see is what you get. So I'm the same person on screen and off screen. So definitely appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. Much love, bro.
Definitely.
All right, now y'all hold it down.
You too,
Yes,
brother.
Sir. All right. Peace.
Hey,
Peace.
don't let them fool y'all folks. He was talking all that junk about he ain't want Oregon to win. But I peeped the Mighty Ducks hat. You know, you got to read the tea leaves, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking to him after the show. What we got, Dodge?
Nah, man, that's it, man. Chat went crazy, man. 244 total. 241 on X Bacon. You might have to check your live numbers on YouTube. But I got up to 50 on YouTube by itself. Over like 20 plus comments. So chat was pretty active. I don't know how your numbers, Bacon, if you want to share yours, but mine were pretty active throughout the night.
We always go crazy on IG, man. The numbers don't report, but we looked like we had Dre tapped in early, 1, 2, 3. You know, some people kind of tap in out of the lot. They be scrolling. You know, there's a lot of scrolling going on. Don't be dead scrolling out here, ladies and gentlemen. 2026, break the bad habits. Roughly, I say maybe like 14, 15 on IG live. Let me check my YouTube. Going forward, I'm gonna have to connect my my Twitter to the show. Cause I feel like we easily could have had like 400 on here tonight easy. I can't. How do you see the live viewers right now, my friend?
So you gotta go to
studio.
When you on there, yeah, gotta go to the studio and then go to live. And then when you go live, hit the view live room, and then it should show you.
Live.
Yeah, if you're on live control room, and then it should have a number with your stats.
View live control.
Yeah, you can go.
No, this is not. This is meant for kids. No, this is not meant for kids. That's how you. Let me see. Concurrent viewers look like 43. 43.
Okay. Yeah. Not
bad at all, man.
Yeah, so I had 50, so almost 100 between both of our YouTubes. Yeah.
Easy, man. So like I said, like you said, ladies and gentlemen, it's just about being consistent, man. Y'all know y'all can find us every Monday at 7 o'clock, every Thursday for basketball, 8 o'clock. But the biggest thing and just about this, man, is just sticking to it, man. You know what I mean? 2026. If you got something you want to do it, bro. You know what I mean? And show every part of the process. A lot of people, they're tired with the perfect cookie cutter thing, man. I want to see it talk perfect. I want to hear you enunciate. Just go on, be yourself. But most importantly, man, show the people what you're doing behind the scenes. Like I'm telling Najeh, I'm talking to myself. We do all these wonderful things. People go to sleep, or they take a nap, or they're doing whatever they do. They wake up. Oh man, Najeh just got this exclusive article on his Substack that he should be charging for. Not too much, but he should be charging for. You know what I mean? Bacon Network puts out these YouTube videos, but they want to see you, man. Whether it's a 15-second video, if you cracking an article out, show the people behind the scenes, show the people what you're doing, man. Tell your story. So expect that from us as well, man. Just letting y'all know more about the men behind this Black Mirror. So y'all stay tuned for that, man. Don't forget, man, the Patreon content of Najeh's behind the scene, takes a tour to Gainesville, man. Stay tuned for that Patreon link. If you don't hit it, you don't hit it. But if you do, it's much appreciated. It goes a long way for keeping us active and keeping you in tune with what's going on in GHSA in front of the scene and behind the scenes. But so I throw it back to you, Najeh, to close us out.
Sure, man. Y'all know this has been the Sizzling News Podcast. We'll see you guys on Thursday back for more hoops. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Monday, man, and we will see you guys very soon. Make sure you guys always tune in and make sure you always stay empowered for life.